We still don't have the ding, ding, ding. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is for one fall. I don't even know. Anyways, I'm just rambling here. This is probably why I don't have my WWE stint yet. But I guarantee within the next 10 years, I will be in a WWE program for some reason. Even if they just zoom in on me in the crowd making an ass of myself.
You're going to be the next of that guy that they always pop to with the eyes bulging out of his head.
The next, the Brock Lesnar thing. Yeah, for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tough Talks with Thili and Dablock.
Welcome. Boom.
Yeah, man. We here right now just kicking and shooting the breeze after Thanksgiving weekend. Oh, my gosh. Like, the turkey. Like, so much turkey. I've eaten so much turkey.
So much turkey. I ate a metric fuck ton of turkey.
Yeah.
I still have stuffing in my fridge.
Oh, man. It's true. It's so true. I'm just trying to post up this link right here, telling people to tune into Tough Talks.
Share it with your friends.
Share it with your friends where we discuss combat sports, etc. Now, this is the second show that I have running in line with someone that I associate with. And I'm not trying to do it on purpose, but it just happens, all right? Like, the Friday show we do is called Hardline, and that overlaps with Free Flow Friday, Weekly Words with Big Dubs. And right now we're doing Tough Talks, and it overlaps with the Viz show that's happening on 4680q.ca, but you can listen to it after.
A big shout out to our boy, and to the Viz. Obviously, we love the Viz.
Yeah, shout out to Viz.
A big shout out to Lil Nucci. I love Nucci. We love Nucci.
I'll reserve my comments. I'm not hating on nobody because I'm too busy trying to build myself up. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? I just love myself too much to let myself get hurt again. No, bro. Like if we go talk combat, it's like the situations are as they are. There are individuals who think they are better than me at what I've been doing for longer than them. And it's just not going to happen the way they want it to. Okay, anyways.
And on Monday Night Raw, the
first match on Raw was, let me even pop that open. Nah, you know what? No, I straight up, I'll shout him out because he links me every now and again, but like, the vibe, I just get a vibe, bro. I just get a vibe, and I can't, like, if I know that this show has its success, or will have its success because of your knowledge base of wrestling. My capacity to remember wrestling shit, like, I'm there for the, ooh! Yeah! That's what I'm there for that, you know what I mean? But, like, when it comes to, like, being able to remember something that happened, like the third match of, like, WrestleMania 8, you know what I
mean? You managed to pull one that I don't remember.
Okay. See, I had to dig. Did you not hear the pause? Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, like, there's a lot happening, and it's like, we just got to keep up with it.
All day.
Okay, news. Let's try news. I'm not seeing it. Okay, let's see. Well, before we get into Raw, Hogan and Flair have their teams, except for one on Flair's side, where it's Roman Reigns, Rusev, Ricochet, Gable, and Ali on Team Hogan, where Randy Orton, King Corbin, Bobby Lashley, Shinsuke Nakamura, and a mystery partner are on Team Flair.
All right. The mystery partner has to be Flair, right?
Could you imagine at like 90, Ric Flair in the ring again?
I want it. I want him to be the mystery fucking fifth or whatever, man.
Oh, man.
I think that would be genius. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. Roman is replacing Seth on that. I'm happy that he's replacing Seth on that because Seth is doing something much more important.
What is Seth doing?
He is dropping the Universal title to Bray Wyatt.
Oh my goodness, you're calling that now. You're that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what you're calling.
I mean, I called it on Hell in a Cell too, but they decided to go for a horrific botch of a finish anyways, which they are acknowledging in all the promotion for Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel, because now Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt at Crown Jewel is promoted as Falls Count Anywhere, cannot be stopped for any reason.
Huh.
So
that is oh yeah, the Viking Warriors are now the Raw Tag Team Champions.
Oh yeah, they are. Oh yeah, that was a certainty.
Yeah, it was good. They kind of like they dragged out the no, not even the OC feud. That seemed to just pop and stop. But they dragged out the local competitors for a while.
Oh, yeah.
For a while, and then they just it's like local industry win.
Yeah, well, first they were facing local, like, enhancement competition faces, and then one night they faced enhancement competition heels, and then it was straight double.
Ladies and gentlemen, you couldn't see him doing those air quotes, but he was doing air quotes when he was saying enhancement competition.
Yeah, because what I meant is jobber.
I still don't understand how you get enhancement competition.
Because that's what they're politely referred to.
Okay, so we're on the 14th, right? Yeah, the episode passes 40th. Today is the 20th, yes. So this Bobby Lashley line and Bobby Lashley, yeah, let's have this beefed up brother have Sugar Boo with his blonde bombshell.
Sugar Boo.
Sugar Boo with
Sugar Boo. I think someone might have said something that sounded like Sugar Boo, but not quite.
Sugar Boo, like, that's what they're doing, bro. That's
Sugar Boo is an amazing.
Oh man, I'll show you. Okay.
It's an awful story. It's real piss poor.
Oh man.
Not a fan of this Lana.
Jenny isn't either.
It's stupid.
I don't like in this day and age. You can't come up with something more creative, and it's so fake. You could like, yes, I know. Someone had told me wrestling was fake yesterday. I'm like, no, it's not fake. It's choreographed, motherfucker. Yeah. Those bumps are real.
Yeah, exactly.
those bumps are real. It's like, oh, like, you know what I mean. Shout outs to everybody I was jamming with last night. Yeah, and shout out to Taps and the Lund crew. But we're looking at the Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch defeats Charlotte Flair to earn the first draft pick of the night.
Yeah, this was a good match. I mean, as it always is, Charlotte and Becky put on a bad match together.
Please don't mind the sound of me lighting my spliff in the background.
Woo! But yeah, I mean, it was just a good match. It wasn't anything like huge or important. The draft seemed to be a bit of a dud almost. Like, it wasn't super exciting. It didn't play out quite as like grand as I thought it would.
No, it did. Like
with Stephanie just coming out and announcing 5 picks at a time.
Yeah, that was kind of awkward.
It was anticlimactic, and it was just like,
it was corporate.
Here's 5 names, we're gone. And then those, like, the stupid random shots of the USA and Fox executives in their war rooms fucking reacting to the picks.
Yeah, like,
y'all knew what the picks were. Y'all made the picks.
Y'all made the picks beforehand.
You sent them to them. Why are you reacting to them?
How are you? It's like, can I have a cup of coffee? Gets a cup of coffee. Yay, coffee!
Yeah.
Like, although in a sense that does make sense.
I mean, I'm always happy to get coffee. But
Bro.
It's one of those things where they shouldn't be surprised they got it. And yeah, it just, I don't know. The whole draft was kind of odd for me.
All right. Andrade defeats Ali.
Yeah, he did. That was, I'm just trying to remember it. That was actually a really, really good match. Andrade and Ali, of course, were both spectacular. Thank you, sir.
No problem, sir.
Andrade and Ali both are 2 of my favorite young
what? She's easy to dislike.
I find it
Like,
I find it pretty difficult to dislike her.
you know what? Look at her. Look above her waist,
You look above her waist,
above her shoulders.
constantly watch her whole Instagram and Twitter shit. She's lovely. She seems like a very sweet person.
In real life, on screen.
No, even on screen.
Oh my gosh! You know,
I might be blinded by something.
I think you might be a little
I
bit.
think she's got a lovely personality.
Let's just hope it's not the black mass, okay?
Good sportsmanship.
Let's just hope it's not a black mass that ends up blinding either of us for even having this conversation. What'd you say about my woman?
He knows. He knows.
Oh, man.
Dutch bastard.
Oh, what a serious man, though. Like, the tattoos, the persona.
Oh, yeah.
Alistair Black. All right.
Yeah. Oh, while we're on Ali, before we get off of that, Ali has also announced that he is donating all of his pay from the Saudi Arabia show from Crown Jewel on Thursday. He's donating his.
He's donating his pay to
I'm not sure what.
a cause.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. It's probably something good. Ali's a charitable motherfucker in general. But it's obviously we've talked about this ad nauseum. Fucking the bullshit in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah.
How people tend to not be happy WWE's doing shows there still.
Oh, they're still belly aching about that? Did it stop them from doing the show? Then they should stop belly aching. You know what I mean?
Not only did it not stop them from doing the show, it didn't stop them from doing the show 3 times as of this Thursday.
This is the third one?
Third Saudi show.
Holy snapdragons and butter tarts. Speaking of butter tarts, I got myself some pumpkin cinnamon buns upstairs. What you know about that? Pumpkin pie cinnamon buns.
Shout out to edible options.
That's, you know what I mean? Straight up. The Viking Raiders defeat Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode to become new Raw Tag Team Champions.
Yeah. So, to the surprise of -8 people.
-8, he said.
Yeah. The team of I'm trying to think of a good name for Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler.
The Roode Show.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're coming up with something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We got this.
But it's a big surprise they lost the fucking tag team titles in just as a unspectacular a form as they won them.
What about the Show Off Showdown?
Show off showdown?
Yeah, they both show off.
Oh, yeah, they do. They should face each other. They should break up and just feud with each other until they retire.
Could you imagine?
Until Dolph leaves. Do a fucking career match for Dolph and this time make him lose it.
He doesn't like Dolph Ziggler at all, by the sounds of it.
I'd like to see them do a Montreal Screwjob type scenario where Dolph thinks he's gonna win the match, but then they fucking screw him over, he loses, and he has to leave.
Why is Ivar flying through the ropes like a luchador?
Oh yeah, they did some fucked up shit in that match. Like Ivar and Eric did some crazy shit. They had some real high flying moments. Really good shit. The best high flying big man moments, though, I will say, are on NXT right now.
Really? Who was that? We're gonna get into that later.
We got Keith Lee.
He's a flyer?
And Dominic Dijakovic.
Keith Lee's like 320, isn't he?
Bro.
What is he doing flying through the air? That's some colossal impact.
Bro, he did. I can't even remember which move, but he did some mental shit. So did Dijakovic.
Okay.
He did a fucking reverse Rana on Dijakovic.
Damn, y'all couldn't see the look on my face, but it was something.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, this was all awesome and stuff. We've seen big men do high fly shit like that they're doing before. I think Keith Lee and Dijakovic right now are on a different level with that. they've had 4 matches with each other the last month on NXT, and they are having one more match with each other next week, or this week now. But it's a triple threat, and it's those two versus Roderick Strong for the North American title.
Okay. Okay.
So that's Matt.
Shout out to Roderick Strong as I shouted him out in Story
I thought
Toe.
you were going to say rest in peace to Roderick Strong.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, when it comes to Keith Lee, yeah, probably.
And
Dijakovic.
Just as big as
He looks just...
smaller, but he's just more jacked.
That's madness, bro. I haven't seen him, like, I've seen Keith Lee, though, so Dijakovic, I'm trying to get back into, like, yo.
Fucking deadlift suplexed.
Sorry. Keith Lee deadlift suplexed Dijakovic without letting him touch the ground 3 times in a row, all the way to the vertical position, and then back down to, like, body triangle. Up, and then back down to body triangle, and then back up.
Oh, my God.
It was unreal. That man is powerful.
That is bonkers.
Powerful Keith Lee.
Eric Young cut his beard.
Yeah, he did. That was a while ago, though.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No, it looks...
Bring it back, Hero.
Looks different still. But, he suffered a loss to Aleister Black.
Surprise. Yeah, I think I heard that the feud started when Eric Rowan was talking about how sexy Selena Vega was on his podcast.
Wow. Does that mean we gonna have to worry about a feud?
Just
I'm just saying.
Eric Rowan doesn't have a podcast.
Oh my goodness, that we know of. Watch him come up with one though.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So yeah,
The Rowdown.
the Rowdown. Ricochet defeats Shelton Benjamin. It's really messed up because they show you a picture of Ricochet.
I think you mean
Shelton Benjamin. Yeah. Shout out to the Usos.
Big shout out to the Usos.
You know what I mean? Yeah, your take on the match.
it was a good match. It was a very good match. I'm kind of confused with what they're doing with Shelton. Or with Shelton. Shelton. I'm not sure. I don't know. It seems weird. Like he literally seems like he's just there to take a loss every once in a while, and then every other once in a while look seriously at the camera for an awkward amount of time before smiling, and for an awkward amount of time, and then cutting before he talks.
Yeah, it's a little weird, WWE. You need to give him something better to do.
Like, it's just, yeah. Like, fucking. Can we get a faction? Can we get a goddamn, big faction?
You said, Brock and
Bad
Shelton.
motherfuckers or something? Brock, Shelton, fucking
Lashley.
Lashley? Okay.
fucking, just those three. It's Oreo. A muscle Oreo.
It's inverted, bro.
No, it's not. There's two black dudes.
Oh, my bad. Shelton, Brock, and Lashley.
Which
My
one
bad.
of them are you deciding is white? Which one of them are you trading
Yo,
to the
bro,
white delegation?
honestly,
Chappelle
Yo.
Show racial draft style.
I don't even know how the fuck that didn't register in my head.
This Lana story sucks so bad. I don't
Yeah.
want Lashley to be a brother anymore.
Yo, honestly, that sounds just about right. And we choose to trade fucking Bobby Lashley for Braun Strowman.
Or Otis.
Otis! Oh, fuck!
You can have Otis.
Oh, my gosh. He does gyrate like a brother, I'm not gonna lie.
The man does a mean caterpillar.
He does a mean... Oh, my ribs are killing me right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, if you only knew. Oh, if you only knew. Oh, if you only knew.
What an amazing trade that would be. Bobby
Oh,
Lashley
man.
for Otis.
Wow. Who would,
Oh, yeah.
Brutal.
It'd be amazing.
Oh, man. Braun Strowman and Tyson Fury signed their WWE Crown Jewel contracts.
My boy, Tyson Fury, not just because we got the same name, but my goddamn boy, the Gypsy King. I love this dude. I thought his work in this segment was great. It was really funny when they stood up at the end and Braun broke the table in front of him with his bare hands, just went whoosh, smash it in half.
Damn.
And then Tyson Fury looks at him, picks up a pen, and goes, "Oh yeah," and goes to like break the pen, but like pretends that he can't. He goes,
Oh
walks
my
away and
gosh.
laughs at him, fucking makes fun of Braun.
Oh, that's terrible, but hilarious.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. They will be facing off this Thursday. WWE Crown Jewel.
Is it this Thursday or is it next Thursday?
Huh?
It's next Thursday. The 31st.
Oh, it is the 31st.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So next Thursday. So this is not the go home week. Next week's go home week.
Yeah. Yeah. Buddy Murphy defeats Cedric Alexander.
Best kept secret indeed. Buddy Murphy is fucking fantastic. He's great in the ring. Cedric Alexander also fucking great in the ring. So they put on a banger of a match. There was some really goddamn good high flying stuff in that. Buddy Murphy, because of how jacked he is, you forget that he's also like incredibly agile and like athletic.
Yeah.
That way, like in a fucking like fly about the fucking ring sort of way. And he can do everything anyone else that is a high flyer can do, and then can also do all the insane power shit inside the ring.
Yeah, I've seen his matches. He's definitely
Former cruiserweight champion. Like he's great. I think one day he could be, one day in the next few years he could be IC and US champ as well.
okay. All right, you heard it here. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors, defeat Natalya and Lacey Evans. That's a odd pairing.
Very odd pairing. Didn't last. Didn't matter.
Yeah.
It was just a team. It was two women that weren't doing anything that night for the Kabuki Warriors to beat. And beat them they did.
Yeah.
There wasn't too much special going on in the match. They didn't squash them. Like it was competitive. They were, going at it and stuff like that. I don't remember the very end. I don't remember if what's her name? My girl. If Natalya got turned on by Lacey. But I don't think it matters if she did, because it was a very clear, not permanent tag team from the jump.
Yeah, I don't see why they even would have tried that.
No.
But we have the Universal Champion, Seth Rollins, burned it down in the Firefly Funhouse.
Oh, okay, wow, yeah. This was interesting for a couple reasons. They've set up a strange habit
Of burning down Bray Wyatt's homes.
Yeah.
Randy Orton burned down his home 2 years ago.
Yep.
Seth Rollins burned down his home a week ago now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It's a weird thing, and So this is. It's so hard to talk about this one because the way that they did it was hokey and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it should have been hokey because it was happening on the Firefly Funhouse. So like while fucking every time Seth Rollins was punching below the table and hitting Bray Wyatt,
Yeah.
there was like sound effects and like all
Boing.
that.
Like it was,
Yeah.
everything was very dramatized and weird.
Cornballish.
Yeah, but the way it should be for a Firefly Funhouse
Yeah, true.
thing, right?
It was like a combination of Mr. Rogers and Pee Wee's Funhouse.
Yeah,
Pee-wee's
it's like if Pee Wee's Playhouse was violent, like, and it's great, but I also just don't. I don't know if Seth's performance was what bothered me or not. Like, I don't know, something felt off about it, like, and not in the off way that it should feel off, like not in a creepy way. It just felt like something was kind of almost like felt like it was kind of half-assed.
All right. Well, we have the additional superstars announced. We have the results from the 2019 WWE Draft with additional superstars being announced on the bump. Jeez, man, way to stumble over your tongue, fathead. Anyways, No Way Jose, Mojo Rawley, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, and Sarah Logan are all going to SmackDown. They're all going to Raw, actually.
Yeah.
I just read the word SmackDown. And Luke Harper, Cesaro, Drake Maverick, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose, and Dana Brooke are all going to SmackDown. Special trade announcement on WWE Backstage. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross going to SmackDown. Wow. Monday Night Raw Night 2, Seth Rollins, Charlotte Flair, and Andrade with Zelina stay on or go to Raw. Brock Lesnar and the New Day go to SmackDown. Round 2, the Kabuki Warriors, Rusev and Aleister Black go to Raw, while Daniel Bryan and Bayley go to SmackDown. Round 3, Cedric Alexander, Humberto Carrillo. Humberto Carrillo.
That guy, I don't even like that guy. I don't know why he's being called up.
Dimples. And Eric Rowan are all going to Raw. And Shinsuke Nakamura and Ali are going to SmackDown. Round 4, Buddy Murphy, Jinder Mahal, and R-Truth are going to Raw. Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode and Carmella are going to SmackDown. So they split up Truth and Carmella.
Yeah, well, because Carmella and Graves are together, and Graves is on SmackDown.
Makes sense. Round 5, Samoa Joe, Akira Tozawa, and Shelton Benjamin are going to Raw, and The Miz and King Corbin are going to SmackDown. And round 6, Rey Mysterio, Titus O'Neil, and Liv Morgan are going to Raw, where Shorty Gable and Elias are going to SmackDown. Shorty Gable? They're really running with that?
So we'll get to it on SmackDown. There's a change.
We will get to that on SmackDown. There is definitely an update that is a little bit better. Still strange though.
You need a key to loosen the knob, and I'll get that in a second. All right.
Okay, here,
so we've already gone over SmackDown Night 1, correct?
Yeah, we did SmackDown.
All right, cool.
Last
So
week.
we go shows.
We go to SmackDown from the 19th, 18th, 18th.
15th. Oh yeah, you're right. 18th. Oh, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
Smack Diggity is on Fridays now.
Yeah. Fridays on Fox, and apparently Renee Young has that Fox money.
Renee Young getting that Fox money.
Yes.
She got that Tuesday Fox money.
Okay. Okay, come on now, ladies and gentlemen. We have to wait for loading time as well.
www.com is loading, and this is the song. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Sounds like 99 red balloons. Ripping off 99 red balloons until like halfway through saying www.com. 99 new sniff balloons.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we got a lot going on SmackDown, starting with Shinsuke Nakamura and Roman Reigns in a Continental title match ended in calamity after King Corbin and Daniel Bryan got involved.
Yeah, they really did. I don't know. So they like to start these like 3-man temporary factions. It seems like in WWE lately,
Okay.
and whenever they do it, the one consistent seems, or two consistents seem to be Bobby Lashley and Baron Corbin. Do they not seem to be thrown into these like regularly now?
Yes, I'm noticing that.
Like, it's just strange that they continuously decide that's where these guys are going to be used. Because it's never something that they plan on going with long. This one doesn't seem any different.
No. Not by the looks of it. So far.
Yeah. So definitely very, very strange. But I mean, they got to figure something out because I feel like they're not reacting correctly to having competition. They're doing some things correctly, but then they're doing other things idiotically, like removing Eric Bischoff from SmackDown after 2 weeks.
They're learning things that it's like they're copying some of the stuff that is being done by the newbies, AEW and them.
Yeah.
And they're forgetting their own recipe for success.
Yeah, I think they're but see, the thing that they're learning from them, I think they're doing right, which is the pyro, the really cool like entrances.
Okay.
The not being afraid to let characters kind of not necessarily go all out swearing, but like say bitch and like all that stuff. And they're not like when they do replays, they're not shying away from it anymore. We'll talk about it in a little bit, but
are you kidding me right now?
Bailey was on Miz TV.
Yeah.
And she said, and when they did the replay for her thing, they didn't cut out like they normally would her saying, hey bitches. It didn't go, hey, it went, hey bitches, screw all of you.
Was that when Bishop was at the helm? Bischoff was at the helm?
Well, no, that was
last week.
This was this week when they showed it again without censoring it. It was last week when she said it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Was that when Bischoff?
Yeah, that was when Bischoff was.
So that's probably what did it for him.
But then no, because then they showed it again this week with Pritchard running it.
It's already been done.
Yeah, but that's definitely not what did it. What seems to have done it is they seem to have overreacted to a normal ratings drop on a show that's on a new network. From the very first week it was on and had a bunch of stars, to the second week it was on and didn't have The Rock and Hogan and Flair and Tyson Fury, and I mean it did have Tyson Fury, but you know what I mean, like But the problem that they're gonna see here is they're gonna have to see that they were a little bit wrong, because there was another ratings drop from week 2 to week 3. Like the problem isn't that Bischoff is running things.
It's predictability.
The problem is certain levels of predictability, and the fact that WWE hasn't spent enough time and effort on any, like, you know, any number of individuals to make them household name superstars.
Yeah, okay. And the ones that they have left.
Well, as they should.
Yeah.
They should all leave eventually. No one should stay forever. You know why? Because you need to make room to make new stars.
Yeah.
And when WWE focused on the same guys for too long, they didn't focus on any of the young guys, and all of a sudden when all the stars that they made at the same time are gone at the same time, there's no one to lift up that mantle that's ready or as a household name.
Well, I think they're
They've
learning
done
from
Cena, they've done a couple things, but they haven't made anyone else household.
I think they're learning from that with the way they're promoting some of their current stars like Andrade and
Becky
Ali
and
Becky
they're definitely
Charlotte
they're doing that a little bit more, but
Could be-
the problem is they took so long to do it that none of them have made it to that status yet. Andrade is nowhere near a household name. Like,
no, it's gonna be some time.
there's some people who don't.
Andrade.
Yeah, there's some people who don't like wrestling that know Becky Lynch's name now and know her face.
Yeah.
But there's no one who doesn't watch wrestling that knows Andrade or Ali or like outside of their families.
I'm just saying they're working those characters into a position where they are becoming more.
Hopefully, yeah.
I feel like they're working those characters into those types of positions.
But see, they can't do it alone through them putting on the amazing matches.
R-Truth is definitely one of those people who's probably a household name now.
He is now, I wouldn't say household, but he's more known now outside of wrestling because of the 24/7 title antics that they've done, which are amazing.
Isn't he
and
like
that's incredible work that they've done with that.
23-time champion or some shit like that?
Something like that.
It's ridiculous.
Like, he's great. And he's so charismatic that when he goes on these other shows, when he goes on IGN at the Game Awards, when he goes at all these things, people love him. But, and you know what? I think another one who has potential right now to become a household name, big, like viral even outside the company, is Bray. Like the Fiend. I think the Firefly Funhouse stuff mixed with the Fiend stuff is the kind of thing that people can kind of latch onto and be like, oh, this is really interesting shit. Like, this is weird and funny and crazy and scary and all of everything. And, like, people like that kind of shit. Like, even when they're not into something and they see something as like that, they gravitate to it. And you need that kind of gravitation from some superstars to be able to pull new audience in and to be able to keep your numbers up and keep your attendance up and keep you on your heels, like, creatively to tell good stories and to do interesting things and all that. And they haven't had that for a long time. I think they're struggling in the beginning of this new era of competition.
Well, they've struggled before, and
they always come out on top.
So
always.
Speaking of struggles, Shorty G, is that the change? Is that the significant change?
This is the change.
Wow, okay.
The reason that it was a little bit significant was because this was done through a fairly perfect promo cut by Chad Gable.
Okay.
Where he got on the mic and started saying some very relatable things relating his shortness to whatever thing about you makes you feel different from other people and that people have, made fun of you or put you down for and stuff like that.
Okay, so he's advocating for anti-bullying.
Yeah, and saying, like, and just anti-prejudices of, like, just don't, like, why are you focusing on physical shit, sort of shit.
Okay.
Right? Because he's like, and he said, he's like, I'm not letting people, like, make fun of me for being short anymore. And, like, I am going to take it back as, I'll take it back as Shorty Gable. He's like, second thought, let's shorten that up. Shorty G. And it got a huge pop. Gable got a huge pop. He sold it like $1 million. The kid is money.
Nice. Wow. Shout out to the wife and Drew who can get there and back before we can finish the show.
Damn. Good job.
Shorty G defeats Curtis Axel. I guess that's all we need to say about that.
That's all we need to say. It was hilarious. Yeah, the bell rang. what's his name? Fucking
Bo
Axel
Dallas.
went like this and patted Shorty G's head, like and then turned around laughing, and even fucking Graves on commentary just goes, "Not sure that was a good idea." And then Shorty Cable just fucking wrecked his ass for fucking
man.
10 seconds, got him in an ankle lock, and fucking tapped him in the middle of the ring after also kicking Bo Dallas in the fucking face on the apron.
Oh my god!
So it was a little, definitely a put over for Gable. They put him over big on that. It was awesome.
Okay, nice. So we got the New Day and Heavy Machinery defeat the Revival. Okay, let's say that again. The New Day and Heavy Machinery defeat the Revival.
Top guys.
And Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode.
Gay. I got something for all four.
Oh my gosh. I was like, he didn't say top guys. Like, what's going on here?
I was in the middle of an when he did it when he said Revival and I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay. Oh man, that's great. So, it looks like they had a dance break at the end of it.
Oh yeah, they did. Oh, there's also a funny little like skit in the backstage segment before the match, like right before the match.
Okay.
Where the New Day were singing a song together, and then Tucky came up and started like trying to be like, basically telling Kofi like, man, you're like one of the best WWE champions ever, and like how much he likes him. So he's like, don't like get down over this and stuff like that. Don't let this get you down. And he's like, oh, never down. Like, it's got the power of positivity on my side, baby. Like, he's like going like happy, right?
Yeah.
He's like, well, that's good. Well, we brought you a gift anyways. And the camera like cuts out a bit, and fucking then all of a sudden Otis is there with a big giant bowl of pancake mix.
Oh my goodness.
And he's like, how's it going, companions? They're like, companions. Because he said companions.
Oh my goodness.
Companions. And he's just stirring this fucking pancake batter. He's like, well, we got a special gift for you, this. And they put it down, and Tucky takes out a giant thing of protein powder. Yeah. He's like, some extra protein, so, we can all make sure that we get something out of these pancakes.
Oh my
And he just dumps, like, almost an entire fucking, like, giant jar of pre-workout, like, protein into the pancake batter. And Tucky and Otis is just stirring it in. And Xavier Woods just goes, what? But our match is in minutes. We'll get a cramp. It's like swimming, dude. And so Otis goes, suit up, and he just and drops the whole, like, starts chugging the protein powder and pancake batter mix.
Oh my. Oh my gosh, wow. That's bonkers. See, that kind of stuff makes good TV.
It's so good.
Makes
so
good TV.
I love Otis and Tucker.
All right.
They're so good. And them with the New Day is just like it's five people I love all on TV at once, and all going ham.
They take a good picture too.
If they just didn't have Rude and Ziggler in that last match, actually, if they just didn't have Ziggler in that match, I would have loved all 9 people in the ring. 9 out of 10 people in that match were fantastic.
9 out of 10 ain't bad. You can't get any better than 9 out of 10 WWE unless you were to throw
10 out of
like.
10.
Well, okay, you could get better.
You
could get 10 out of 10, but I don't see how they make that happen. Like who?
Trade out Ziggler for the ghost of Bobby the Brain Heenan. And
Jesus.
You'll get a better match.
He said the ghost of Bobby the Brain Heenan. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone. Literally anyone.
SmackDown's Women's Champion.
Get Brock Lesnar reaction guy to just stand on the apron and do the eye bulging out thing.
Oh my god.
And I'll be happier with that than Ziggler being in that match.
Wow.
I'd
This is
rather
Top
watch
Talks
my
with Thili and
mother
Dablock.
take an Arn Anderson spine buster
Ooh.
and then the Mick Foley off the side of the cell bump, then
Oh.
watch Ziggler in more matches.
Oh, speaking of more matches, this is yours. That yellow bag right there.
Oh, okay, dope.
Yeah. Well. All right. SmackDown. SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley and Sasha Banks made a statement to the rest of the women's division on Miz TV.
Miz kind of shut Sasha Banks down at one point. Not shut her down, but he shut down Bayley, and as a result of that, kind of shut down Sasha.
Oh, okay.
Because Sasha kept cutting in and answering for Bayley at times, right? Because Bayley's too cool to talk or whatever, right?
Okay.
And Miz just goes, "Oh, a champion that doesn't talk. What are you, Brock Lesnar?"
Oh no.
He's
damn.
like, "Well, let me tell you something, Bayley. Sasha is not Paul Heyman."
Oh no. Oh, that's an afterburn. Oh.
Zing.
Yeah, that's a zap, yo.
It was damn good, but it was really funny. It was a good promo though from Bayley when she finally spoke up. She cut the good version of Dolph Ziggler's "Why Me" promo.
Okay.
She literally said "Why me" at one point, but then actually didn't sound like a drama student trying to do it. She actually pulled it off of having actual reasoning why she's saying "Why me" and what she means by why she thinks she's been wronged by the fans and all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, it was good. It wasn't as good as the promo that was almost exactly 1 year earlier when Becky was trying to go heel and called herself the Man, and it dawned her becoming a household name.
Yeah.
I don't think this is gonna make Bayley a household name, but I do think it's incredibly important for her character to move on to this.
If she does a shirt with the "Why Me" and the hugger, the former hugger thing, just shrugging her shoulders, the shrugger. Come on, it sells itself. It sells itself.
I don't even know what to say to that. I'd be so angry if they decided to run with it. Don't put that idea out there. They will. I don't want that to be one of the ones they take and use.
My gosh.
That's awful.
Yeah, bro. It's awful when it gets a good laugh.
The
shrugger.
Yeah, no. It's
Why
very,
me?
It's
I don't know.
It's very Chip Chipperson ish, where it's just
Chipperson. Wow.
fuck yeah. Fucking just awful jokes, and I love it. It's my favorite kind of joke. My favorite jokes are the ones that I'm the only one laughing at after I say them.
Duly noted.
I prefer it when it's awkward, painful silence.
See, I can't deal with that.
Oh, I love it.
I'll be standing in the fucking at the hospital in the waiting room, and everybody be sitting there quiet. It's I know this is the last place where I want to ask anybody what they're doing here, but we're all here clearly for a reason. So how you doing? You know what I mean? It's talking a conversation with people. Just
actually going, what's wrong with you?
nah. See, I can't even say that because I don't even really think I want to know. Because what happens if it's something I wasn't prepared to hear? Oh yeah, I just
Story for the podcast.
I guess, yeah. But nah, there's some this one time I wasn't even in the hospital. I was at a hotel room, and this dude, older man too, comes up to me, peeling his lip out, just peeling his lip out. It's I can't really tell, but do you think that's a canker sore? I'm bruh, I'm trying to get my waffle, son. What are you doing?
Fuck out of here. With
why
that
are you?
sore ass.
No, I don't know. Oh yeah, it looks it feels like one.
Feel it.
Well, go with that theory. You know what? Just work with that theory and like validate it on your own terms. Just not right in front of my face over my plate, please.
So, sir, I am not a doctor. I just play one on TV.
You know what I mean? Oh, either way, Nikki Cross won a six-pack challenge to earn a SmackDown Women's Championship opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good match. We had Mandy and Sonya
Nikki Cross, Carmella,
yeah,
Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans.
Yeah. What I was saying was we had Mandy and Sonya kind of teaming up on all the other competitors of the match and clearing them out.
Yeah.
They would occasionally get some numbers back on Sonya and them, but then they started eliminating people. Nikki very quickly got the last two out of there, which were Sonya and Mandy.
It was an elimination match?
So isn't six-pack challenge elimination match? Or was it just one pinfall? I was so tired when I was watching this last night. I may have dreamed other eliminations.
Yeah, I need something to fall asleep to. Braun Strowman defeats Drew Gulak? Why is this even a match?
So, this was genius.
I don't get it.
Gulak was there as a free agent, right?
Okay.
And as the bell rang, Braun Strowman started running towards Gulak, and Gulak grabs him, puts his head through the ropes and outside, right? And starts telling Braun that not only am I a former WWE Cruiserweight champion, but I am the preeminent combat sports historian in the world.
Wow.
And he's like, and if you go after Tyson Fury the same way you go into every other match, he will knock you out cold. He's like, but that's why I'm here, Braun. It's like, I don't want that to happen. I'm cut from the same cloth you are. I want you to win. And so I have put together a 354-page PowerPoint presentation.
Wow.
On how you can beat Tyson Fury. And then he goes, if you look at the Tron there, Braun, and the camera goes to the Titantron, and sure enough, there's a cartoon that Drew Gulak has drawn of Tyson Fury and Braun Strowman in a ring, and it says how Braun Strowman can beat Tyson Fury by Drew Gulak, page 1 of 354.
Wow, 354 pages. You can't read that in a week.
Well, so he starts explaining. He's like, now this first slide, Braun, and as he's saying that, Braun just attacks him and beats the shit out of him and then pins him. It was genius shit. It was so fucking funny, man.
That's great.
Drew Gulak is a treasure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that guy.
Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan defeat Shinsuke Nakamura and King Corbin.
Yeah, this match happened.
Yep. That's all he had to say about it. He's like, yep, this match happened. Don't kill me right now. I'm dying of laughter. My ribs. Oh my gosh.
The four of them were in the ring doing moves. They seem to be pushing Daniel as a face again. There was a pinfall finish. And a bell was rang. Honestly, I just don't give a fuck about Roman Reigns matches, or at the moment Daniel Bryan matches, because they're all Roman Reigns matches. It's so ramshackle and fucking not well prepared.
I don't think I've ever heard someone like, and please take this with the most respect, I don't think I've heard someone of your level of melatonin say that word ever.
What?
Ever.
That's definitely a white word.
What? Bro,
That's a
we
white
say
word.
that. The Caribbean says it all the time. Welcome to your vehicle. Why is around shackle
Yeah, I think it's a British word though.
Is it? It sounds like a British, like mollycoddle.
Yeah.
That sounds like a mad British word.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've been using that. You're saying you've been using that word for a while then.
I'll be honest with you. I think it's probably the first time I've used it in 2019.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
But like, it's not a word I use often, but it's definitely it's in the vocab.
Okay. I see that things you didn't know. Tough talks with Thili and Dablock. All right. So we got NXT as well, don't we?
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what to do about NXT because I feel like we could do like with NXT and AEW being face to face.
Yeah.
We could do something interesting with that. But we can just go over the main results for this week. But I'm just something to think about. I'm brainstorming something to do.
Okay. Let me know when you figure that out. I don't want to. Now I'm not even going to think of something. I'm just going to think that you're going to think of something.
Yeah, I've got some light ideas. Yeah. So I mean, NXT this week was, as it is every week, the best fucking 2 hours of wrestling on TV. Like, it's fuck good. Io Shirai is fucking girl. Her heel turn is the best female heel turn in the last few years.
So I'm saying, so Charlie does in between.
Yeah, but it doesn't interact with main roster, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I figure this way you just get main roster out of, like right out of there. Yeah. Do you have the card up there?
I have it up. I'm just trying to get it loaded. Okay. Alright, yeah, we got Tommaso Ciampa defeats Angel Garza.
Yeah, they had him basically squash Angel Garza.
Oh, wow.
Basically. I mean, it was his comeback match, right? First match back in quite a while. Imperium defeating Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. Very interesting. Imperium are a fucking phenomenal team, led by Walter. They are a goddamn dominant faction, if I've ever seen one. Like, they are definitely potential for the NXT UK version of Undisputed Era. Hold all the gold and just reign terror, but without any of the humor. And then we had Io Shirai beat Caden Carter. Caden Carter's great. I love Caden Carter, but I knew she was getting squashed right from the jump.
That is such a size differential.
Well, that's Rhea Ripley. That's from after the match.
Oh, okay.
Io grabbed a mic after the match, basically shit on all the other females in the title picture and said to Shayna Baszler, "It's me. Like, you're coming. I'm coming for you now." Blah blah blah. Rhea came out and said that if her name ever came out of Io's mouth again, she would not hesitate to fuck her up, basically.
No!
And that match is going to be phenomenal when they end up having a match together. Hopefully it's a triple threat match between Io, Rhea, and Shayna.
Triple threat.
And I hope Io wins that match. I love Io Shirai. I love that girl so much. Her entrance is, I think, my favorite entrance in the company right now.
Keith Lee versus Dominic Dijakovic.
Dijakovic. Or, sorry, it's Dijakovic.
Dijakovic. That's what I said.
Okay. I'm high. Yeah.
Ended in a no contest.
No contest. Roderick Strong came out and attacked both of them after Regal announced that the winner of this match would be facing him next week. So he came out, interrupted, became a no contest. Regal then obviously announced that he would be facing both competitors in a triple threat match for the North American title. So That's going to be a fucking great match. Make sure you motherfuckers watch NXT next week, or I'll fight you.
Matt Riddle defeats Bronson Reed.
Jobber. Jobber
Is
is
he?
what Bronson Reed is.
Okay,
I never heard of him once.
He looks like he needs to do some push-ups and some
Yeah, he's a chubby boy.
push-ups.
He's a
Let's
very,
say push-ups.
very, very chubby Samoan boy.
Oh, no hate on the lineage.
No,
but
definitely
some,
not.
Some bench presses.
Yeah.
Some incline bench presses.
Yeah, he was doughy.
Some
It was a
rolls.
good match. Like he didn't get squashed like most jobbers would.
Some pec decks.
Yeah.
But he's not ready for prime time yet.
Yeah, no.
Him and Matt Riddle had a great post match celebration together though.
Deadlifts, overhead presses.
Yeah.
Okay. Just shutting down the list.
And then we had Tegan Knox, Taynara Conti. Tegan Knox, this was her first match back after injuring herself during the Mae Young Classic last year. So she was all full of piss and vinegar, ready to go.
Piss and vinegar.
Yes,
wow.
sir. But she took Taynara out. Taynara is another one of those girls who is like in this company where it's like, God damn, the hiring department is smart here. The recruiting people, well done.
Okay.
She's a Brazilian chick who is also a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And
dangerous combination.
she's unreal. She's awesome. She's gorgeous. She is total package.
All right, we got Killian Dane defeats Boa.
Yeah, Boa is a Chinese superstar who is, I'd say, like a step and a half above jobber status.
Wow.
He's not. It's not that he's, and not because he's bad. I just mean because he's not. He's not. What's it called?
I'm waiting for you to tell me.
He's not
Refined?
experienced enough.
Okay.
He needs more experience in the business before he's like firing on all cylinders. But he's getting there. He's doing very well.
All right. Damian Priest
This-
defeats Pete.
Yeah, match of the night.
Dunne.
Match of the night. This was crazy. Damian Priest is fucking spectacular. Pete Dunne is fucking spectacular. They put on a 20-minute clinic for the main event that ended in a really genius low blow, dirty finish where the referee was between them trying to separate them. And when she stepped forward, the second she stepped forward and cleared the area, Damian Priest's foot went boom and kicked fucking Pete Dunne right in the balls and dropped him. Then he hit him with the finisher and pinned him 1, 2, 3. Damian Priest is a scary looking motherfucker. He's like kind of a rock and roll vampire.
Kind of looks like
I guess.
Busta Rhymes right there. Like the old Busta Rhymes.
A little bit.
Doesn't he though?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. He reminds me kind of like of the Crow.
Oh, okay. That's tough.
But without the face paint. Like Brandon Lee, the Crow.
Yeah.
Before he dies. When he's like a rock star kind of dude.
This was published on October 14th, 2019, courtesy of Jordan Garriston.
Yeah.
Recited by Thili and the Block. Well, not even recited by. We just use your titles.
Yeah.
You see it.
Match order.
Match order, really. Anyways.
But yeah, I be honest, I didn't watch it all of AEW this week. I saw a couple matches.
I didn't watch it either, so I'm not even gonna lie. I had candid conversations and then other conversations after candid conversations. You know?
But, yeah, I didn't watch that. I did watch UFC this weekend. There wasn't a whole lot to talk about on the UFC this weekend, other than I totally fucking called the main event almost to a T. Chris Weidman got knocked out in the first minute, or in the first 2.5 minutes of the first round.
Dang.
Chris Weidman needs to retire, big time.
Is that the guy that beat Angelo? Silva.
Anderson Silva.
Anderson.
Yeah, that was a fluke.
The leg break?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a very lucky boy that day. Very lucky boy. Because he has been knocked out his last 4 fights.
He's probably rushing in too fast.
He's not a super intelligent fighter in that way. So, but it is what it is. So yeah, I mean the big UFCs coming up there's one in Shanghai, I think it is, or no, Singapore.
Okay.
This Saturday. Ben Askren versus Damian Maia. Big match. 2 elite level grapplers. 1 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, 1 American wrestling. I believe Ben has that match pretty handily. But yeah, that'll be good this weekend. There's a couple other fights on that card that are dope. The weekend after that, November 2nd, is the Bad Motherfucker title in Madison Square Garden. Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz. That card is stacked. People should definitely be on the lookout for that. We'll cover that more as it gets closer.
Yep. We got the news and views on combat sports for use.
All day.
And use is actually a word, I believe. I looked up in the
It
dictionary.
is in Jersey.
Yeah.
Use guys.
Use guys.
Yeah, use guys over there.
Use.
I just watched Jay and Silent Bob reboot at a fucking advanced screening on Tuesday.
Okay.
And I've been very Jersey happy all week because of it.
I don't fault you. They got a spunk to them.
For the best. Kevin Smith is the man.
All right. So, you did NXT, WWE, UFC. We didn't do AEW because we didn't get to it. So,
because we're haters and we're WWE shills.
You know what I mean? Like, if you don't like it, 2 words for you.
Blow me.
That's on my brother's construction helmet.
What, blow me?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I was wearing it and people were looking at me all funny. And I'm just like, and then my daughter read it. Is that, Daddy, what does that mean? Like, what? And she read it out. I'm like, it means I have to take this off and not wear it again.
It means Daddy looks very inappropriate right now.
Yeah. It's all good, though. But yeah, you listen to the Tough Talks with Thili and the Block.
Boom.
We have a few other shows going on the Terrell Effect channel. Yeah. We have, oh my goodness, on Wednesday we have Candid Conversation. On Monday, actually, I should start with Monday. On Monday, I believe I'm doing Daddy Daughter Time.
Nice.
Yes, and then on Wednesday we have Candid Conversations at 6. Then we have Friday, which is Hardline with Interp in the Block, where we talk about letsbeef.com and the battle rap scene in general. And then on Saturday, it's the Terrell Effect.
Yeah.
It starts at 12 and goes till about 2:33. And that's where we play the latest from the soon-to-be greatest.
Yes.
Oh, what a catch.
Local talent. Right.
What a catch. And then you got Sundays, or...
sometimes Mondays.
Sundays, sometimes Mondays.
Yeah.
We have Tough Talks with Thili and the Block. So tune in any of those times to hear the latest from what we are going on with. You got anything you got to say?
No, nothing right now to promote. Everything's still kind of just in the works. So yeah, nothing else from me. Still working.
All right, cool.
Yeah, come out to the bakery and buy baked goods and leave me tips.
Yeah. And when I'm on a show, come out and check me out.
And leave him tips.
Leave me tips. Leave me tips and tabs. Oh man, that would be live. So Whatever it is and wherever you be, tune in to us for the 1, 2, 3.